Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ID Guru. So today after a lot of effort, I have figured out how to put in a video along with the screen capture on my recording software, which is OBS Studio. So that's why a little bit of delay in sharing this video. So today, actually, as you can see on my screen, we are going to learn about two things. One is a concept map and second is a mind map. So let's directly get to the topic. As you can see on screen, this is called IHMC tools, which is CMap, that is concept map tools. So what you have to do is, firstly, let's get to the details of the software. You simply come to products and click on CMap tools. So what it takes you to is this screen only. I had already clicked on it. So what you have to do is come down and click on download. So let me actually go a little bit back and show you how you select the version. So let me just write CMap tools. Oh, so sorry. So it will take you to the main website, which looks something like this. And what you have to do is select which operating system do you have. That is, you have a Windows or you have an iPad, you have a Linux, you have an OS X. What do you have? So let's click on downloads and let me show you the screen. So it will bring you to this screen again. I think it has already captured my screen. That is why it is not showing you the options. But what you can do is, I won't click on this again because it will simply download the software once more. So instead, sorry about the ads. Basically, why I'm showing you this is because you have to select this, the version of your Windows and your system requirements. So if I click on that, the thing is, don't ignore this because otherwise you will end up downloading something which is not right for your system. So you come back, go to your system. Yeah. So what you need here is see your system type. That is, this is a 64-bit operating system. So this is what you need. So once you know this, you come back to your screen and then click on download and install it. Basically, you will get the CMap tools on your machine. Now you can also have this on online, that is using the cloud. So you can choose this also. You can choose the cloud mapping software. That is also fine. But I prefer having it on my screen so that sometimes there are glitches in logging in or when you're sharing your file. Sometimes you can have issues. So I prefer the one on my machine. But this is always there. This is perfectly fine. You can even have the CMAP server. So both of these are fine. But I prefer it having on my screen. So let me explain to you what is meant by a CMap. So CMap is actually a concept mapping software. The title is self-explanatory. So what you have to do is simply create a map of the concept. That is interlinking words, how they are related to each other via arrows and linking words. I'll show you. So I had created something like this, which is of educational technology. Let me just zoom in. So bear with me. It's not zooming in for some odd reason. So let me come directly to the screen only. So this is how it looks. So as you can see, I'm trying to explain what is meant by the term educational technology. So what you have to do is write the main word and different interlinking words that are there, and you join them via linking words. So these are called linkages. And you have your arrows which help you in joining these words. So as I was saying that these are called linkages. That is, words are interlinked to each other using these linkages. That is, for example, let's take the center thread. That is, education technology consists of instructional technology. So now what is instructional technology? It is a systematic way of designing or it is a systematic way of carrying out processes. Now, that word or need not be said. Why? Because you have these arrows in between. So, they are telling you how to read this. Basically, you follow the arrow. and understand the in between words, that is the linkages, to understand the thread. So sometimes you must be familiar with flowcharts. So flowcharts used to look something like this only, but you had to understand or interpret these in between words. These words were not there in flowcharts. So concept math is similar to a flowchart, only it is a little bit more detailed. So you have a top-down approach. That is, you write this, start with the main word and go on creating a map. So let me show you how to do this. So let's come to the CMap environment. So let me create a new one here. You simply go to File, click on New Map, just make this big. And see, the minute I click on it, you got a rectangle over here already. And it is telling you that click and drag the arrow to make a link or double click to edit the text. Now you see that this is untitled. So you can always save it. That is, give it a name and save the CMap as. So that is always there. I need not tell you this. So whatever you are creating, you can keep saving it. So let me say that, let me write my own name. So say Anura, and I'll drag that arrow down. The minute I leave it, it will ask you for a linking word. See? So I'll say is a. And the next word is, now no, I wanted to say is an ID. So of course you can go back and edit. Anura is an ID working every day. So I'm just creating one statement. Now also you can, like I said, go on creating the map. So I can even write this. Anurag creates videos on YouTube. So you can, if you see on top of this, always you will keep getting those arrows. The minute I click on this, you have that arrow. If I come here, this will also have an arrow. So, you can go on creating these different types of threads. This is a never ending thing and you can make it as big as you want. And also you can have people to collaborate. So you can click on collaborate, and once you save this, you can simply share it. You can click on collaborate and share that map with different people. I haven't shared it right now, that's why it's not offering it. But you can even export the map, that is, you have it as the CMap file only, CMap outline, or as a PDF. So the earlier map which I showed you, it looks something like this. So what you can see on screen is a PDF file. You simply click on Control and plus, that is, you go on zooming in. So for whatever reason it was not working previously, you have your scroll bar, so you can go on clicking on plus plus. It will go on zooming in. So can you see that the CMap which you were seeing previously on the CMap software environment now is in the form of a PDF. You can also export it as an image or take it, simply take a screenshot then and there. So, and also, like I said, you can have your friends or your colleagues to come in and collaborate. So one part of the map you can make, the other part of the map your friends can make. So now there are many tools actually which you can use, but this is the most popular one, which is the CMap tool. Here you can come. This is the main screen. That is, you can have. I said it. You can have it on the cloud also. You can have it on your computer also, and you can always share these. So let me come back to the main screen. So the IHMC tools are the most popular ones. These are completely free. So very easy to use and very easy to actually make ideas in your mind clear. It is very useful because sometimes you feel that there is clarity of thought, but when you get down to the detailing of it, to the nitty gritties of it, you figure out that you need to think more and make this much more clear. So another thing that you can do is something called mind mapping. Now, mind mapping is mostly for simply getting different ideas together. It is nothing more than that. But mind mapping is also a very creative exercise. So let me show you one tool. Now, this is called Creately, which you can see on screen. So this is partly paid, partly I've taken the free version. But if you want more features, you can go in and choose those. So Creately is also very easy to use, but as you can see on screen here, this is already choosing one template for me. So there is a task bar over here at the bottom in which you can choose different shapes, different cards, or simply click on templates. Once you click on templates, I don't know if they offer much in the free version, but yeah, it is offering quite a bit. So you can pick any one of these. You want to see a preview, you can click on that so that you know what you're getting into. So mind map looks something like this. Let me click on the plus sign. That is, you have the main topic here and you simply go on adding subtopics. Now, why do you do this? Because, like I said, it is to organize thoughts or to organize maybe even concepts or sub concepts, just organization. It is used for even visualization when you're thinking. You just want to get some ideas in place. So, a mind map is an excellent thing for it. You start with a central topic or idea and go on branching out into subtopics. It helps you in planning. So, let's try this. So, I'll say, I think it is already there in my workspace, so I need not add anything. So similar to C maps, here you can of course decide which font size you want, style, all of that you can add, colors and highlighting. You can make it as pretty as you want. So now, okay, it edited it for me. So I'll say again, I'll use my name. So Anura. Now you see that the what is missing here? The linkages are missing. So you see that here I'm leaving it to the user to interpret. Now I'm saying Anura and let me say, uh, what do I say? I'll put my friends' names. Now one thing I've written Vinita as one of my friends. Now another thing I've written is ID. The next thing I'm going to write is Mumbai. So as you can see on screen, I am creating a mind map about myself. So one thing is about my friend circle. The second line is about my workspace. The third line is about my location. So I will go on creating different threads. So if I say that this is about my friends, but you see that the interlinkages, I'm leaving it to you. That is, you should be able to guess what this is. Now, another thing that you can do is add a note, like this just showed you. That is now who is Vinita or what is this about? So you can simply add a note. That can be done so that it becomes little easy for you. Another thing that you can do is I think you can edit the text or you can even add it or add a smiley or add a reaction. That can be done so that it is easy for you to understand. And suppose you are on one chain of thought and you just want to close this for some time. So that is also doable. I think it just puts it inside, if I'm not wrong. Let me try that. So this is a free version, so some things may be paused over here. You can pay an upgrade or simply take many free versions are there. If you simply type mind maps on Google, you'll get loads of them. Creately is something I like, so that is why I've shown you this. Another example, but let me complete this thought first. So you can simply now in my friend circle, as I was saying, so here I can say Vinita, I've already written is the name of my friends. And so let me say um, 15. So what I'm saying is we are friends since 15 years. So it can be anything, I'm just organizing thoughts in my head. So similarly, I can keep going on about it. So if you see, I'm not creating one like a chain, how you saw on C maps. Let us go back and take a look at this. So C maps actually helped you forming that one particular sentence which you had in mind. You want your audience to read it in the exact same way. That is, educational technology consists of instructional technology, which is a systematic way of designing or carrying out processes. When I say it is a systematic way of designing, I mean evaluating total processes of teaching and learning in terms of, what was the last word? Specific objectives based on research. So here I'm not leaving anything open for speculation or for your interpretation. I'm creating the entire sentence. Whereas in mind maps, you see it is simply a bunch of thoughts which are populating together. Now, this also can be shared with your friends or with your colleagues. And of course, like I showed you below, you can explore these and make this much more prettier. You can always click on this and choose templates. Now, Creately or any other mind mapping software also allows you different things other than the mind map. That is, if you see here, it is allowing you to create flowcharts, organizational charts, and many more. Now, some of these are paid and some are not. Doesn't matter. So, what we were looking for is mind maps, and that is free here at the moment. So, we can be happy about it. You can always add hyperlinks, you can add smileys, change the colors, and get more and more creative. Another option that I was going to show you is called Mind Map. So this is also a free software, which same thing you can do is click on this, start typing, and create your mind map. This is also free. Simply use whichever account you want and get started. So again, let me just say A and create your link. So you go on like that. I'll say B. It will go on. You go on creating that big bunch of outgoing arrows, and that way feel very organized about whatever it is that you're thinking. Initially, this may sound really nice or very easy, but when you get down to the nitty-gritties of it, you will realize that you need to be very clear in whatever you're saying. Only then it will make sense. So I hope this was useful. In the next video, I will get back to more topics of ID as I was doing previously. And of course, in between, I will come up with experiences of such software. Also, another thing is I plan to take sessions with people who are new to ID, especially teachers who plan to make a shift from their career of teaching to the career of instructional design and e-learning. So if you're interested, then do ping me. I will be more than happy to have a word with you. So till then, take care. Bye bye.